I could believe it. I'm going across the internet and I run across Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak as Silk Sonic. And they're doing the Soul Train thing with the bell bottoms. And, I would have been totally into them in the 70s. They've got great choreography and just this song and stuff, Fly As Me. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. It's great. I watched it a couple times now. It was just like, and then they've got another one that they do in their Silk Sonic group with the, wearing the old style velvet suits and everything. It's just like great. But I love this song. I love the horns. That's one thing I miss in some of those groups. Now, I loved when Janis Joplin, and she had the horns in her group for a time. I just really like that. And you don't see groups with that too much. So this is like a throwback. It's a 2021 throwback to the 70s. And it is just so fun. At first I'm looking at it and going, Soul Train? But Bruno Mars, he's not from the 70s, and I'm sitting going, what the heck? But I love the name too, Silk Sonic. Now, could you see that back then? I'm almost wanting to get the T-shirt, Silk Sonic. Oh my God. Kind of remind you of, like when they had those films back then. It's just, oh my God. Yeah, what was the name? The black guy, and they had those films, and he was like so slick. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. But, Shaft. 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 Can you dig it? I know. It throws you back to that time. Now, the only thing they're missing here is the afros. Okay, they would have had the fro. Definitely would have the fro going in the 70s. So I don't think those hairstyles would have cut it back then. They would have been all, with the big fro, as big as you can do it. So, but anyway, it's you gotta watch them. Silk Sonic, with. If you're a person from the 70s, you'll enjoy this. It is just it's really a kick. You just want to get up and dance, because they got the groove. They got the groove and got the moves, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it. Really fun. Makes me want to, I love that movie, The Rose. And they have the horns in it and stuff. And it was kind of a little bit of a takeoff on Janis Joplin's life. But I love the soundtrack from that, The Rose. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here, and it makes me want to go back to some of the old stuff, the Janis Joplin things, and, one of my groups that I loved back then was Fleetwood Mac and Jefferson Airplane. Before it became Jefferson Starship, I liked it much better when they were Jefferson Airplane. Of course, White Rabbit was one of my favorite songs back then. And Rhiannon, with Fleetwood Mac, with Rhiannon, and Janis Joplin. She just had so many great tunes. And of course, The Doors was always into The Doors. So many great groups back then. I was never into the Dead. Now, a good friend of mine, she is such a Deadhead. She's still a Deadhead, okay? I was never into the Dead, but Joplin, yeah, and Inagata Davida, Iron Butterfly, bum bum ba da da dum, bum 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 ba dum bum ba da da dum. Oh yeah, was so into those. My bell bottoms, and you know, brings back good memories. All your tie dye you'd wear in your bell bottoms, and all of that stuff. Yeah, good times. It would have been better if there wouldn't have been so many drugs and, so much of the free sex and all of that. Now, I never got into the communes and the drugs and that stuff. That wasn't my thing. My thing was the music and the fashion. Those things I loved about it. I kind of left the other things go, the drugs and the, sexual revolution and stuff. Um, Not my thing. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you like this one, this SoulTrain. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online. Maybe I'm going to try to do a live while I'm out here, and we'll just see how good of a connection we have for that. We'll see. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but I might try that when I'm out here. Anyway, have a great evening. See you online.